Every tech company, startup, and every tech bro on X is building AI agent. AI agent seems to be the word that is on top of everyone's head. But let me tell you, you don't need to build a AI agent. For 99% of the cases, AI agent is not useful and it does not work. The company Anthropic, the company behind the smartest AI models, themselves are asking people to not build AI agents. They want you to build something called skills. And in this video, I'm going to show you how you can use skills, why it is better than building an AI agent. And apart from that, I would also be covering how you can use connectors and routines along with skills to make it a fully functioning agent without the entire hassle of setting it up or paying someone for it. Let's start with why not build AI agent. I will quickly show you what an AI agent looks like. It received a message and then it has a model connected to it. It has memory. It has access to multiple tools. But this AI agent is designed to do a specific thing. It could be a coding agent, a tax agent, or creative director agent. There are multiple agents that are out there. And honestly, those are really, really powerful right now. But the limitation is that if you are someone who uses 15 different agents for 15 different tasks, it does not make sense to build one specific agent for each of them. It makes sense that if the same agent could learn all those things itself. But the problem is that if you give all the information about different tasks, the different tools that it needs to do all those tasks, then your agent will stop functioning properly because there is only certain amount of text that an agent can read at once. And that is where skills come in. Skills are identities for your AI agent. Your AI agent can have multiple skills, and basis this skill, it can take up any identity. If you give it a law or medicine skill, it becomes an expert in that exact domain. If you give it a drawing or search tool, it becomes an expert in that specific domain. And that is the beauty of skills. You can use the same agent and you can give it different skill files, and whatever task you give it basis that information, it first goes through the entire task and then it finds the relevant skill that is required so that it can become an expert in that domain. And the good thing is that you don't have to create these skills yourself. So let me show you how this works in this video. If you go to Claude, you will see this icon on the left called customize. When you go within this, you will see two sections for you, skills and connectors. And over here, you will see that it already comes preloaded with a skill called skill creator. So all you have to do is you have to tell it specifically what you're trying to do and it will create the right skill for it. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can do SEO over your website or your blog using a simple skill. You don't need to be an SEO expert for doing it. So let me show you. So I will just search for SEO Geo skill for Claude Code, and this will show me different SEO Geo skills that people have created. I will pick one of them and I will just come up here. I will select this skill and I will copy it and I will come back on my Claude and I will give it instructions to create a skill out of it. Create a SEO/geo skill by going through this doc. And that's all you have to do. Once you send it that information, it will go through the entire page, it will fetch all the details, and then it will start creating a skill out of it. Same goes for taxation. If you want to do tax for yourself, you can just search for tax laws within whichever country you stay in, and you give it the right piece of information and let it create a skill for you. It went through the entire document in this case and it created a skill. All I have to do is I have to just click on save skill. And once I do it, then if I go back on skills, I will see a new skill created in my system. Let me refresh it and check it again. And there I have it. I have this SEO Geo skill now saved into my workspace. And this has all the relevant details that are needed for Claude to become an expert on doing SEO analysis on any of the blogs. I will quickly show you how this works. I will just open my own website, my own personal website, and I will copy the link. And all I have to do is I'll just come back on Claude and I will mention the skill. I will mention whatever the URL of my site is. I will just copy it from here and I will ask it to go through my website. Once I do this, it will first go through the entire skill, and then it will go through my website. It will go through the sitemap, it will go through robots.txt. These are different files that are being set up so that search crawlers can go through your website. So it goes through all of them, and then finally it will give me recommendations on things I can fix within my website so SEO is working properly. So that's one of the use cases. Now another cool thing is that when you are using skills, you can make your skills even more smarter by using something called connectors. Connectors give access of different apps that you use to Claude. When you go on browse connectors, there are a bunch of different connectors out here. I can connect my Gmail account, and that would give Claude access to all the emails. I can set up a skill that analyzes all the email from my Gmail account that needs to be replied or needs my attention. So let's do that. So let's come back here. Let's start a new chat. Before going on that, I will quickly show you the results from the last chat session. Meanwhile, let's jump on to creating a new skill. So I will tell Claude I have connected my Gmail account and I want to create a skill that goes through the emails that I've received in the last 24 hours and finds email that I need to pay attention to, and also give me reply drafts on the email that I need to respond to. Since this is a new skill that we are creating, I will mention that ask as many questions that are required so that you can understand that which emails are important to me and which are not. Ask as many questions as needed to customize this skill for my use case based on the kind of emails I receive. And over here, I will select the connector. So make sure that your Gmail connector is turned on here, and then I will send this message. Oops, I think we have reached the limit on the free plan. By the way, you don't need to have a paid plan for using connector or skills, but I will jump to my account with the paid plan from here. So I will copy the same prompt, drop the same prompt here, and I will make sure that my Gmail account is connected, and then I will just send it here. So now it is asking me a bunch of questions. So what kind of emails do you receive the most? So I receive client messages, I get leads or new business inquiries, I get a bunch of emails from services that I'm using. So for that, it needs to be invoices and payments, and then I will just select that. For reply drafts, what tone you default to? I like to keep my tone very direct and brief, so I will just mention that. And how do you want the final output to be presented? So do I want the summary list first and then the drafts, or I want one card per email? So I would want the summary list first and then the drafts. So I gave it my preference. Now it will think that how it needs to go through all my emails, and then it will create a skill. And then it is also using the memories that it has saved from my past communications to understand that which are my highest priority client. And now it has created the entire skill for me. I will do the same thing here. I will save this skill, and then I will jump on to the next step. I will try running this skill. And since this time it also have access to my Gmail account, it should be able to run this entire skill. And so I will select the skill, which is email triage, and then I will ask it to run the skill for all the emails that I received in the last 1 hour. So now it's searching for all the email threads from my Gmail account, and then it will give me the final result. So you see how powerful this is. I did not had to create a new agent for going through my emails and doing all the stuff. All I had to do is create a single skill file that turned Claude into a specialized agent for me. It went through all the emails. It found that there is only one email I should pay attention to, which is a Google email. It's a security alert, and apart from that, most of the other emails are promotional. So no drafts are needed at this point. This is awesome. Now the next step of this process is we can automate this entire thing. And for doing that, we would be using routines. So this is a Claude.code feature. So you need a paid account for using it, and you need to set up your Claude code. But you don't have to worry, you don't have to download anything. You just need to go on claude.ai/code/routines for using this. And now we would be setting up a routine so that all this process that we set up for going through our emails and creating drafts, all of that is automated. So I will create a new routine here. I will call it email review, and I will drop the instruction here. I will mention the skill I wanted to use, email triage, and I want it to run this on the emails that I received in the last 24 hours. And I will select the model here, and then I will schedule it to run at a specific time every day. I will set this up to run at 9 a.m. every day, and then I will select the connectors that I want it to use. I want it to use Gmail, and I want to receive this summary on my Slack. So I will mention it here. Send me the summary on Slack, and that's all. Now you can set up a default environment for this, or you can select a repository for running this. All of that is not required right now. So I will just select Gmail as one of the connectors and Slack as the other connector. You can also connect Outlook if you use that. And once that is done, just click on create. And this set up the entire routine where at 9 a.m. every day it will go through all the emails in my Gmail. It will see everything that I saved in the last 24 hours and then send me a summary on Slack. So let's run this. There is an option to run this now. So this workflow is now running. You can also view this as normal Claude session. All you have to do is just go on to the session. So let's see what is happening on the background while this process runs. And please note, like, none of this is happening on my system. So my laptop could be turned off, I could be on a vacation, but this process will run at the same time. This is setting up a session, and in some time this will start running the entire process. And I received the entire summary. So it told me email triage is done. Here this summary from the last 24 hours. It scanned all the 50 emails that I received every day. It also mentioned the one email that I should reply to. And then it also told me like what are the rest of the things that I should be aware of, but I don't need to reply to. So this is how powerful the combination of skills, connectors, and routines is on Claude. And honestly, you don't need to build agent for most of the stuff that you are doing. So you can just use the same Claude subscription for creating multiple skills, and the same agent will become multiple kind of specialized agents based on how you defined your skill. And these are the kind of automations for which people used to pay 2-3 thousand just 3 months back. So this is absolutely insane. I hope you start using it. And if you found this video valuable, do subscribe to the channel. I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.